We're getting us warmed up before the rally at noon.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warnings, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, well, I have a hammer, and I got a bell, and I got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land.
A lot of the music comes from the past, it comes from the fields, it comes from the streets, it comes from the jails, and some of it comes from everyday folks just making up songs today. So if you have a song to sing, come join us any day that we're rehearsing, and here's a song we found on the internet. This guy is singing it, and we'd like you to join in. It's "We Are Not Afraid, We Are Not Afraid, We Will Live for Liberation, because we know why we were made." Here we go. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we will live for liberation, cause we know why we were made. We are not afraid, we're living. We are not afraid, we will live for liberation, cause we know why we are made. And we're loving. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we all live for liberation, cause we know why we are made. Loving more. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we will love for liberation, cause we know why we were made. And we're singing. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we will sing for liberation, cause we know why we were made. And we'll march. We are not afraid, we are not afraid, we will march for liberation, cause we know why we were made. And we'll fight. We are not afraid. Last one, let's fight. We are not afraid, we will fight for liberation, cause we know why we were made. Yeah, thank you. Join in.
All right, if you're just joining us, we are the Solidarity Singers, and we are your warm-up act today. And our next song is another one from the past. It's called "We Shall Not Be Moved."
Let's do that. Let's join it.
One, two, three, four.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We're strong and bold together. We're strong and bold together. We shall not be moved. We're strong and bold together. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for our freedom. We're fighting for our freedom. We shall not be moved. Fighting for our freedom. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We'll take back our democracy. We'll take back our democracy. We shall not be moved. Take back our democracy. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's standing by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. All right, our next song was written by one of our very own, Aaron Adler.
This song is written for this group and for all of us. It's called Love the Stranger. It's pretty simple. Each verse has 2 lines. The first one is repeated 3 times. And the second line of each verse is love the stranger as yourself. And the tune is probably pretty familiar because it sounds like a lot of other tunes. 1, 2. I was hungry and you fed me. I was hungry and you fed me. I was hungry and you fed me. Love the stranger as yourself. Thirsty. I was thirsty. You gave me drink. I was thirsty. You gave me drink. I was thirsty. You gave me drink. Love the stranger as yourself. I was naked. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. Love the stranger as yourself. I was sick. I was sick. You cared for me. I was sick. You cared for me. I was sick. and you care for me. Love the stranger as yourself. I was a stranger. I was a stranger. You welcomed me.
You welcomed me.
I was a stranger. You welcomed me.
You welcomed me.
I was a stranger.
I was a stranger.
You welcomed me. Love the stranger as yourself. Again. Love the stranger as yourself. Once more. Love the stranger as yourself.
Hey, Aaron!
All right, if you're just arriving, we are the Solidarity Singers, and we're your warm-up act today, and we hope you're all going to sing along with us. We have a few pods of us singers. You'll see the musical note signs. If you want to be near one of them to hear everything a little bit better, then that is great, but please sing wherever you are.
We have a pod down by that lamppost. Woo-hoo! Pod down here. Woo-hoo! Pod down there in the middle. Jen, hey Jen. We have a pod over here. Woo-hoo!
All right, this one might be a little harder to just pick up, but give it a try. This is called I Believe That One Fine Day, and the words are, I believe that one fine day, I believe that one fine day, that the power of love will rise above the love of power. Okay, here we go. Are we ready to try it? If you want to look at me, I will sort of like indicate where the melody goes, because it's a little squirrely. Here we go. I believe that one fine day, I believe that one fine day, that the power of love will rise above the love of power. I believe that one fine day, I believe that one fine day, that the power of love will rise above the love of power. I believe that one fine day, I believe that one fine day, that the power of love will rise above the love of power. One more time. I believe that one fine day, I believe that one fine day, that the power of love will rise above the love of power. Awesome. Love your face. What's next? Where did Leah go? Okay.
It's your choice.
Okay, here she is. On Ella's song? Okay. This next song is called Ella's Song, We Who Believe in Freedom Cannot Rest. We're going to try to do a couple verses in between. We'll see how that goes. But join in on the rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes again. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in love. We who believe in love cannot rest. rest until it comes. Here comes a verse.
Until the killing of black men, black mother sons, is as important as the killing of white men, white mother sons.
We believe in justice. We who believe in justice can rest. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. And justice, we who believe in justice cannot rest. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. Here's another verse.
Not
Needing to clutch for power, needing the light just to shine on me. I need to be just one in the number. As we stand against tyranny, freedom. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Diversity. We who believe in diversity cannot rest. We who believe in diversity cannot rest until it comes. Here's another verse. The older I get, the better I know that the secret of my going on is when the reins are in hand of the young who dare to run against the storm. We who believe freedom, freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. And justice, we who believe in justice cannot rest. We who believe in justice cannot rest until it comes. What's next? You want to do?
Thank you for joining us. We are just a small crew of a bigger crew of singers, including you, who are singing in solidarity together, joining our voices in harmony, melody, love, and absolute fierce power to want to change the system that is not working for the people. So we sing as people for the people united. We have clusters around the musical notes. If you want to sing more another day, come join us. Talk to the people with musical notes down around you. And please keep singing until we start the event, which will be very soon.
Our next song is by our wonderful local musician, singer, songwriter extraordinary, Patty Casey, Stronger Than That. There's a couple of verses you might not know, but I'll bet you all have heard the chorus. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. Here we go. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. When the storm is rolling in and our hopes start to fade, that's when we rise as one, our spirits like a blade. We are many, we are mighty, and we are afraid. We are stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. yield to hatred, to lies, or to shame. Our power lies in courage, our love is not tame. If the lights go out on justice, we will light a flame, 'cause we are stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward, we are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. To everyone that's turned away, we open up our town. If fear can build a wall, then love can tear it down. Then we'll build a bigger table for all to gather round. We are stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. We are moving forward. We are not going back. We are stronger than that. We are kinder than that. Love is stronger than that. Love is stronger. Love is stronger than that. In a few minutes, there's going to be some church bells starting to ring out for freedom and democracy. And one more song to lead us out. Do we want to do Lead with Love or Rise Up? We'll do Lead with Love. Okay. This is a good one. You'll catch on to the melody, and then there's a call and response section, which is pretty straightforward. Okay, here we go. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope.
Don't give up hope.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Don't you give up.
Don't you give up.
Keep moving on.
Keep moving on.
Hey, you gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes.
Lift up your eyes.
Don't you despair.
Don't you despair.
Look up ahead.
Look up ahead.
The path is there.
The path is there.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared.
I know you're scared.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. We're not afraid.
We're not afraid.
We're standing strong.
We're standing strong.
We lead with love.
We lead with love.
We're marching on.
We're marching on.
Hey, you gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You lead foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love, and lead with love, and lead with love, and lead with love, and lead with love.
Thank you for adding your love and your voices to ours. Singing in solidarity is something that's been happening for decades, as we all know. And that is a great example. That song was written by Melanie DeMore about the racism that happens, environmental injustice that happens to waterways, usually where Black and brown people live. And so that song has been carried on from many different communities. And that very last verse just shows us how music and language evolves, because it was written by our very own Danya Prince, who's been our song leader for Solidarity Singing and is obviously a creative force to be reckoned with. Thank you, Danya, for adding that verse. We pass the mic. Pass the mic. Who's coming on up? Pass the mic. Should we do this, Joy?
Yeah, we could do something else. We're listening for some church bells. It's possible they're not coming on till noon. Let's do Rise Up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when they'll come. You sound wonderful. Find the music note people and tell them you love them, because they're out there and they're singing with their hearts. Tell the music note people. Not my ego.
They can't hear you.
If you see someone out there with the musical note, they're singing with their hearts, not their egos. They want you to connect with them. They want to connect with you. Thank you to the Solidarity Singers that are not up here, but are out there, creating more community, more solidarity, less hierarchy and performance. Hell no. Let's be together in this and sing.
All right, a little bit of singing until something else happens. Oh, you hear? Oh, the church bells are ringing. If you be very quiet and still, you'll hear them. They are ringing out for freedom and democracy.
The bells have rung and the rally has begun. Hello, citizens of Vermont. Hello, love warriors and champions of justice. Hello, healers and storytellers, visionaries and disruptors. Hello, weavers and dreamers and guides and magicians. Hello, caregivers and builders and frontline responders. Welcome to No Kings October 2025 edition. This rally has been brought to you by Indivisible Calais, Montpelier Indivisible, Indivisible Mad River Valley, Camel's Hump Indivisible, the Resistor Sisters, VPIRG, and Vermont 5051. You know, No Kings is really only half a title. This rally should be called No Kings, Yes Queens, because you all look fabulous. I'm Catherine Bloom, and I'm here to guide you through the whole program, starting with the most important thing of all. Please remember, this is a peaceful, nonviolent, weapons-free gathering, period. So, if you happen to encounter someone, maybe with a provocative hat or a provocative flag, who wants to make a fuss, do not let them harsh your mellow. We have a bunch of event marshals here in neon vests. Event marshals, would you jump up and down and wave so we know where you are? Find one of them if you need them, let them deal with it, and walk away. The mantra is, be thou ever chill and groovy. Okay, so here's what's happening today. We'll start off with a short but serious look at what we're dealing with. The calculated maliciousness running rampant through the land. And let's be honest, it is no easy thing to face the living embodiment of our most concentrated darkness as it plunders and pillages and lies and vilifies and imprisons and fires and defunds. But take a moment and look around at all the amazing people gathered here today. We're one of over 2,500 rallies in this country and around the world. We are part of a movement of dancing frogs, fearless litigators, and determined business owners who shut their doors to ICE. We are volunteers guarding churches and schools, patrolling alleyways, running immigrants' businesses, tracking mask-wearing thugs who would rip innocent families apart, and bird-dogging legislators at every turn. We are universities saying no deal, and we are news outlets saying no censorship, and we are airports saying no way. And we are New York Attorney General Letitia James, who said, I stand on solid rock and I will not bow. I will not break. I will not bend, I will not capitulate, I will not give in, and I will not give up. We are doing it, my lovelies, my friends. We are facing this hardest of roads together. And after we talk about the darkness, we're going to turn our hearts and our minds and our voices and imaginations towards calling out a future we want, a future we're determined to build, a future of compassion and inclusivity and joy, which is consciously designed and lovingly handmade for everyone. We are already working for that future every damn day. And we will keep coming back together just like this again and again and again. And we will keep speaking the truth with things like what's coming up right now, a procession of signs of fascism and signs of a healthy democracy, led by some amazing drummers. So here comes the procession. And what their signs say are we becoming a fascist dictatorship? Here are the signs of fascism: threatening political opponents, loyalty. Have they actually started? I thought I saw them
That's
coming
some
over.
other
Okay.
drummers. They're going to be over
Okay.
here. So they're waiting for you to say begin.
Okay, procession begin.
There we go. Now there we go.
All right. For those of you who can't see them, here's what their signs say. Are we becoming a fascist dictatorship? Here are some signs of fascism. Threatening political opponents. Loyalty to the leader over the Constitution. Creating false emergencies to gain power. An unaccountable national police. Search and seizure without a warrant. Censoring the press. Voter suppression. Denying election results. Censoring the arts and comedians. Replacing science with ideology. Vilifying immigrants and LGBTQ+. And who's next? Claiming to be the nation's only savior. Contempt for law. Denial of due process. Using the military against civilians. Punishing dissent. Mass deportation and mass incarceration. Previous generations defeated fascism. Will we? Next up, signs of a healthy democracy. Here comes freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, equal rights for women, reproductive rights. Healthcare is a human right. The rule of law. Climate change is real. Protective actions save our planet. Affordable housing. Free education. Fair taxation of wealth. Love means love. LGBTQ+ and trans rights. Jobs with dignity and strong unions. A compassionate immigration system. Strong communities from child care to elder care. Honor science and data. The arts are supported. All races and ethnicities belong. Make love, not war. Let's hear it for our drummers and our signs.
Joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Please sing along with us. The words are, this joy that I have, this joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it. The world didn't take it away. Let's go. This joy that I have, The world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This hope that I have, this hope that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This hope that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this hope that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This strength that I have, this strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. And back to the joy, this joy that I have. Sing out your joy. The world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. One more time. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away.
Thank you, Solidarity Singers! So, among the many, many things that Vermonters can be grateful for right now is our congressional delegation. And one thing we love the most is the yin-yang nature of our amazing senators. There is the whirlwind fire of truth-telling that is our buddy Bernie Sanders. And then there's Peter Welch, who's like the Senate's best diplomat. He's kind, he's steady, he's unflappable, with the capacity to talk to just about anyone with open-hearted curiosity and a genuine willingness to find common ground, and now he's here to talk to us. Please welcome our friend, Peter Welch.
Thank you, Montpelier. Thank you, Vermont. Thank you, democracy. You know, one of the things that we have got to acknowledge to ourselves and make clear to America, we love America. We love work. We love community. And if that's left-wing radicalism, we want more of it. Freedom, community, forgiveness, acceptance. You know what's going on? You know, you're here. The latest horror, George Santos has been pardoned. That's after those folks that were inspired to come to the Capitol on January 6th and beat up cops, they were pardoned. And then those prosecutors who did their job and stood up to Trump and wouldn't bring political charges, they were fired. So the president and his henchmen, they're accusing us of being against America. But you know what? They got it wrong. We love democracy and we love America. And by God, we are going to save America from kings and authoritarians. That is what we are here to do. Every day we see it. What's going on in Washington has never gone on there before. You know, yesterday I was down in Addison County meeting with some of our farmers who are facing the worst drought in 60 years. You know what the authoritarian Trump government is doing? Sending $40 billion to help farmers in Argentina and bankers on Wall Street. That's not right. And we're here because we know that folks who are paying for their health care with some tax credits are getting notices in the mail today telling them that their health care premiums are going to increase by $15,000 a year. That is happening today. And that's why we are shut down, because we do not want folks who are working hard to lose health care for themselves and their families. And you know, we've got a president who thinks treating people who are different than you are ought to be a crime, ought to be disallowed. We accept one another for who we are, and we do everything we can to help each of us be the best person that we can be. No, Donald Trump, we accept, we don't reject. That's what we do in Vermont, and that's what democracy is all about. And let me tell you, we need less Trump and more Vermont values in Washington. That's what we need. So I am so proud to be a Vermonter, one of you. And you know, we've got a proud legacy that goes way, way back. When we were a young republic and our Congress passed a law banning speech that criticized the president. Vermont's member of Congress, this was 1797. My predecessor, Becca's predecessor, Bernie's predecessor, Jim Jeffries' predecessor. His name was Matthew Lyon. He was sent to jail under the crime of the Alien Sedition Act that he criticized the president. You know what Vermonters did when he was in jail? They re-elected him. We are for free speech. We are not afraid of ideas. And when we had a war in Vietnam, it was George Aiken who said, declare victory and go home, and it was Patrick Leahy who cast the first vote against continuing to spend your taxpayer dollars in that god-awful war in Vietnam. We are for democracy and for peace. So I know I am proud to be your senator, along with Senator Sanders and our great member of Congress, Becca Balint, and we will every single day take the spirit of this glorious day and glorious outpouring of support for democracy, for peace, for community, and for loving one another as the way forward. Thank you, Montpelier. No kings today, no kings tomorrow, no kings forever.
Senator Peter Welch, everybody. And now, she's fearless. She's feisty. She's a ferocious fascist fighting motorcycle mama from Brattleboro, Vermont's one and only Congress Queen, Becca Balint.
Hey, Vermonters! It's great to see you out here today. I know you're out here to say no kings, no tyrants, no dictators, no kings ever. This is about to be the largest political gathering in America's history, and you're part of it. And as my wonderful colleague, Senator Welch, said, they're trying to reframe this, and that's because they're scared. They know that we understand that we have the power. It's in our hands. So they say we're not patriots. They say that we hate America. We don't hate America, Donald Trump. We just can't stand what you have done to our country. We are disgusted that you're acting like a dictator. We're heartsick that you have pitted Americans against each other. We're angry that you are terrorizing our cities and our neighborhoods. And we reject your fear-mongering and your hatred and your grift. And we know we deserve so much better. So much better. So no, Mr. President, we don't hate our country. We love it with a deep, abiding passion. We believe in the ideals of equality before the law. We believe that in this nation, you can embody your full potential because we embrace freedom, and we embrace freedom of speech, and we embrace freedom of assembly. And that's why we're out here today, Mr. President, to support our core ideals of by the people, for the people, of the people. And as Peter said, today is about joy. Today is about love of country. And it's about saying, hell no. Hell no. Not on our watch. This nation is in our hands. This nation's destiny is shaped by all of us. We are not doomed, Vermonters. We are not doomed. All you have to do is look around. See all the people out here today. See the energy and the creativity that people are bringing. We're not doomed, and that's why they're scared. We are not bending a knee. We are not buckling under the pressure. We are standing up with one voice to say, in a democracy, the people get to decide. And in this moment, we cannot give in to the lie that only amazing, exceptional people do extraordinary things. It's not true. Ordinary people like you and like me, ordinary people do astonishing things. And that's what we're doing out here today. We are all the leaders that we need right now. We have to reframe the challenges that we have before us. I know that many of you feel anxious, you feel scared, you feel overwhelmed. I understand. But we have to see this as part of a hero's journey that we are all on together. We must shift our thinking into believing that we, each of us, embody that hero is going to lead us to a better day. And what I know is the first step on the hero's journey is answering the call. And that is what you have done today. You are answering the call. So some of you may be familiar with the idea of the hero's journey, but for those of you who are not, there was a man named Joseph Campbell who 75 years ago wrote about these stories of heroes across time and space. And whether it's Frodo, whether it's Princess Leia, whether it's Odysseus, whether it is Katniss Everdeen, whether it's Martin Luther King Jr. or Rosa Parks, they answered the call. They didn't stay small. They didn't stay in the comfort of their homes. They answered the call of the hero's journey. And that's what every single person across the nation and across the world is doing today, saying, we are the heroes. We will bring about a better day. So I know that by being out here, you understand that you're ready to be on this journey. That's why you showed up today. Not just because you're angry, not just because you're weary and you're frustrated and you wanted to be in community. You are out here because you want to change the direction of the country. And that is what we will do together, all of us. So how do we build on this energy? How do we take what we're doing today and not have it just be one moment in time? We have to get clear on our values. What is driving you here today? What is your why? And then I need you to think, who am I out here for? Is it for my kids? Is it for my grandkids? Is it the folks down the street that ICE is coming after? Is it for the country as a whole? Because you know here, great things can happen. Get clear on your who and get clear on your why. And that is going to carry you through. It can't just be about this one day. I want you to think to yourself, what is the next thing that I'm going to do with this energy and this power? Now that I have passed the threshold and I am on the hero's journey, what do I do next with this restlessness inside me, this commitment inside me? So look, there is no quick hack to saving democracy. There's no 3 steps you can do. It's every single day asking of yourself, how can I be a little bit more brave today? Not just for myself, not just for my children, but for my neighbors who need to see me standing up to tyranny. So ask yourself, will you be braver? Can you be braver? Are you on this hero's journey? Are you going to take this energy and carry it forth until victory is won? Together, we are ushering in a new generation. We are a generation that understands that we must be rooted in righteousness and in justice and in fearlessness. So today, as you leave here, I want you to think about all of the energy that you are pulling from all the people out here together. Can you feel all of the goodness and the joy and the creativity? Do you understand you are not alone? You are part of a great fellowship across this nation and across this world, and we will prevail together. I love you, Vermonters. Don't lose heart. I am in the belly of the beast every day in the House of Representatives, and I have not lost heart. Be with me on this hero's journey together.
Becca Balint, everybody. So next up, let's welcome Nikhil Goyle. He's a sociologist at the University of Vermont, and he's a former senior policy advisor for Senator Bernie Sanders. He recently wrote a book on child poverty, which was named a Best Book of 2023 by The New Yorker, which is very cool. And we are so pleased to have him here. Give it up for Nikhil Goyle.
Good afternoon. My name is Nikhil Goyle. I'm a sociologist, a policymaker, a graduate of Goddard College, and a proud Vermonter. It is so wonderful to be here with all of you, to send a clear message to the thug in the White House: there are no kings in the United States of America. Donald Trump is waging a war on the working class of our country to pay for tax cuts for his billionaire friends. Under this big, ugly bill, some 50,000 Vermonters will lose Medicaid. Some 30,000 Vermonters will see their premiums double. Our rural hospitals and community health centers are on the brink of collapse. Donald Trump is waging a war on Vermont. So when healthcare is under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When healthcare is under attack, what do? When our rural hospitals are under attack, what do? When rural communities are under attack, what do? When reproductive rights are under attack, what do? When Vermont is under attack, what do? I want to thank Senators Peter Welch and Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Balint for holding the line and fighting to protect our health care. We stand with you. Voters sent a clear message in November that life in Vermont is too damn expensive. Property taxes, healthcare costs, the rent, mortgages, and energy bills are out of control. And with these federal cuts down the pipeline, it's only going to get worse. And we have to make some tough decisions as a state. We cannot solve the healthcare crisis without solving the housing crisis. We cannot solve the property tax crisis without solving the housing crisis. We cannot solve the workforce crisis without solving the housing crisis. And we cannot solve the crisis of Burlington without solving the housing crisis. We need affordable housing for everyone. We need housing for our recent college graduates who want to stay and make a life in Vermont. We need housing for expected parents who want to raise their children in Vermont. We need housing for families who want to make Vermont their new home. And we need housing for our seniors who deserve to retire with dignity in the place they have called home their entire lives. Nobody should be priced out of Vermont. On healthcare, we must do everything in our power to save our rural hospitals and community health centers. We must do everything in our power to break up corporate monopolies and invest in community-based care. We must do everything in our power to support our nurses and our doctors and our medical professionals. No more can we allow the UVM Health Network to rip off patients, shut down clinics, and pay their executives millions of dollars in salaries and bonuses? Enough is enough. The heart of our economy is our small businesses. It's time to support our small businesses who are hurting from these Trump tariffs and support the next generation of Vermont entrepreneurs. It's time to support our educators and public schools, particularly our small rural schools, which have been under assault by both Donald Trump and Governor Phil Scott. We cannot grow our economy without having a strong public education system that prepares young people for college, career, and citizenship. What I love about Vermont is that we are a state that stands up to bullies and tyrants. We are a state that recognizes that we are our neighbor's keeper. But there is something deeply broken when our neighbors cannot afford to live here. We must become a Vermont where everyone can afford to live a dignified life and thrive. A Vermont that spends responsibly and invests in working people. A Vermont that leaves nobody behind. That is the mission of our time. So what can you do? I come bearing two tangible things that you can support today. The first is to make a donation to the Pride Center of Vermont, which has been the bedrock of our LGBTQ community. And they lost their federal dollars and will shut down if they cannot raise $350,000. So please consider going to pridecentervt.org and making a contribution. The second is to support Blake Gendabian, a Democrat and dairy farmer, running for Congress in the North Country of New York. He will be speaking at a fundraiser on November 16th. November 16th at 5 p.m. at the St. John's Club in Burlington. And if you cannot be there, please consider donating or volunteering for his campaign. We got to get these MAGA Republicans out of Congress. When they write this chapter of American history, they will dedicate it to the people of this brave little state. They will speak about the Vermonters who showed up for Juan during his ICE check-in. They will speak about the Vermonters who showed up to federal court to support Rumesa and Mosin. They will speak about the Vermonters who confronted Governor Phil Scott for sharing our SNAP data with the Trump administration. They will speak about the dairy workers who went on strike for higher wages, affordable health care, and decent working conditions, and won. They will speak about the Vermonters who locked arms with our Canadian neighbors and refused to see them as our enemy. And they will speak about all of you who keep showing up, keep speaking out, keep marching, keep raising our voices until we have a country worthy of the dignity of every single American. When I stand here, I channel the courage of my ancestors who struggled to survive the British partition of India. I channel the courage of my grandmother who marched with Nehru, the man who helped defeat the British Empire. I channel the courage of the civil rights protesters who marched in Selma and Montgomery and Birmingham and ended Jim Crow. Who ended Jim Crow in our immigration system so that my parents could come to this country from India and give birth to me, so I could be an American today. And I'll be damned if I don't do everything in my power to stop the tyrant in the White House from harming the people who are in the same shoes that my parents were once in, and simply want to pursue the American dream and have a better life for their children. And I'll be damned if I don't stand up to racists like Senator Sam Douglas, who whipped up vile hatred against the Indian and Jewish communities. He has failed. He has failed to divide us. He has failed to make us turn on each other, because Vermonters know that hate is not welcome here. The difference between him and us is that we love all of our neighbors, no matter their race, no matter their gender, no matter who they love, no matter whether they were born here or immigrated here, and we will fight like hell to protect them from harm's way. That is what we do as Vermonters. That is just who we are as a people. Donald Trump messed with the wrong state. He wasn't familiar with our game. Because in Vermont, we don't let dictators win. We don't let presidents trample on the U.S. Constitution. Because in Vermont, when you come for one of us, you come for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nikhil. I love that. We're going to keep that. Trump messed with the wrong state. Now we're excited to introduce you to the force of nature known as Jerry Peterson. Jerry is the head of 5051 Vermont, so all honor to her as a leader of the resistance, and she also has some awesome gifts for you to hand out. Jerry Peterson, everybody!
I want to start by saying something that isn't polite, but we've passed the point for it polite. The United States was born from rebellion against tyranny, and if we want to survive, we'll have to remember what that actually means. This country, whatever its myths, was forged by people who refused to kneel to empire, who saw through the masks of power, who risked everything to say no more. And every inch of justice we've gained since then, queer rights, black rights, reproductive rights, labor protections, was not granted. It was seized. It was fought for. It was won by people who stood up when it was dangerous to stand. And they are still standing. The high school students who organized walkouts after their school boards banned pride flags. The nurse in Texas who was fired after treating a trans teen with compassion and still kept showing up at protests. City council members who resigned their seats rather than vote for policies that would harm queer youth. The librarian in Kansas who defied book bans and was doxxed and threatened and never stopped showing up for story time. The parents, my God, the parents who lost their jobs, their churches, then their families because they stood beside their trans kids. The teenagers who ran from homes that turned hostile and the elders who took them in. The undocumented trans women in detention centers still demanding to be seen as human. And the clergy who tore down "Don't Say Gay" posters and replaced them with scriptures about love. The students who chain-linked their arms around the Capitol, and the senators who were dragged out of hearings for trying to read the Constitution out loud. Some of them have vanished. Some of them have been silenced. Some of them are no longer alive. This is the 7th time this year that I've stood in front of a crowd like this, asking, pleading for people to act. And every time, more of us are gone. And I understand why. Last year, I went abroad. I looked for exits. Ireland, Canada, Spain, and the Netherlands. I asked myself, where can I take my family if it comes to that? Where can I raise my daughter in peace? But the deeper I looked, the more I understood what I didn't want to admit. There is no safe haven if fascism wins. There is no island far enough, no border strong enough, no safe haven, no matter how many passports you hold. If the world's most powerful nation is aligned with Russia in its war on truth, on humanity, on people like us. And so I came back. I moved to Montpelier. I opened a home for trans people escaping places where they're hunted, sometimes by their own government. I put down roots, not only because I feel safe, but because I finally understand. My safety doesn't come from running, it comes from standing my ground. When we talk about courage, we also have to talk about what it costs. Because courage is not free. Every act of defiance leaves a mark on our bodies, our jobs, and our hearts. Trans people in America are living under siege. Our names are debated on the House floor. Our medical care is bartered away in spending bills. Our flags are treated like contraband. Our existence, our basic biology is turned into a political talking point. Behind every headline is another person trying to survive another day. A 15-year-old in Oklahoma bullied until she took her own life. A woman in Florida denied hormones after a new law went into effect, her health collapsing as her body took equilibrium. A veteran in Texas turned away from the VA clinic because her paperwork still listed her as male. A non-binary teacher in Tennessee forced to choose between their pronouns and their paycheck. A trans man in Vermont who hasn't left his home since March because the death threats never stopped. Every one of them carries the same message. This is what happens when a society decides who is human enough to care about. Denying us access to the HRT is not just policy, it's violence in slow motion. For those whose bodies no longer make the hormones they were born with, this is life-saving medicine. And without it, organs fail, bones weaken, depression deepens until it kills. To cut people off from it isn't debate. It's a death sentence disguised as bureaucracy. And yet, somehow we are still blamed for our own despair. We are told to pass better, to be quieter, to make ourselves smaller so we don't make anyone uncomfortable. But passing isn't about vanity. It's about safety, about whether you can apply for a job without being laughed at, about whether you can go to the doctor without being humiliated. Every day, trans people are asked to pay an impossible toll just to exist, and then blamed for the cost. And yet still, we live. We build families. We start bands and bakeries and mutual aid networks. We teach, we farm, we write, we love. Because even in the face of cruelty, we are stubbornly, gloriously alive. If you've been feeling like things are accelerating, you are not imagining it. This past year hasn't been just hard, it's been deliberate, and it's been orchestrated. We are watching the authoritarian playbook unfold line by line. In the past month alone, the federal government has tried to outlaw the trans flag in public buildings. It has framed transgender visibility as a national security threat through the TIVE initiative. It has equated gender-affirming care with terrorism and spread a false narrative that trans Tifa, as if human dignity is some kind of insurgency. And buried in the hundreds of pages of the spending bill, they've tried to do what no militia, no church, and no hate group ever could, to cut us off from the medicine that keeps us alive. not just to block new prescriptions, but to end existing care, to force trans people off hormones cold turkey, to trigger a medical crisis that can kill thousands of people quietly, legally, in their homes. This is not a policy disagreement. This is genocidal intent dressed up in legislative language. And what they want, what they count on, is our silence, our exhaustion, our resignation. They want us to believe that we are too small, too fringe, and too fractured to matter. But they are wrong. We are not a fringe. We are not confused, and we are not weak. We are the truth that they can't unwrite. We are the future they cannot stop, and we are organizing. Next Saturday, on October 25th, we're holding a People's Summit at Winooski High School. The sign-up code is at the welcome tent. This won't be another panel. This is training camp. If you've never organized before, we'll teach you. If you've been in the trenches, we'll give you backup. If you've burned out, we'll help you light the next torch. We're going to make the resistance unignorable. And we're starting with visibility. We're giving away full-size trans flags to everyone who commits to flying one. Front yards, porches, windows, town greens. We want trans flags to be as common as Ukraine flags were at the height of support, because this is a war for survival too. We will not let them make us invisible. Not in law, not in policy, not in our homes, not in our schools, not in our streets. And in just a moment, I'm going to sing. And I'm going to ask for you to sing with me. While I sing, you'll see volunteers moving through the crowd. They are carrying trans flags on poles. Flags we are giving away to anyone who will fly one proudly. If you are willing to fly a flag in your yard, please raise your hand and a volunteer will come to you. This song is a reckoning. It's a list of every wound we've endured this year. Every lie, every erasure, every betrayal. But it's also a vow, a promise that we are still here, that no matter what they try to take from us, our names, our homes, our medicine, our dignity, we are not afraid. Please join me on the refrain. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. Here we go. Told we don't exist, we are not afraid. Our papers dismissed, we are not afraid. Thrown off of our team, we are not afraid. Denied of our dream, we are not afraid. Blocked from the start, we are not afraid. They're breaking our heart, we are not afraid. True patriots band, we are not afraid. We still defend the land, we are not afraid. Erased from the books, we are not afraid. Rewriting what it took, we are not afraid. We're caged with the men, we are not afraid. Our truth they condemn, we are not afraid. Surveilled in the stall, we are not afraid. Rewarded for a call, we are not afraid. Cut off our supply, we are not afraid. They want us all to die. We are not afraid. Lies brand us a thread. We are not afraid. But love's what they get. They are not afraid. Lies brand us a thread. We are not afraid. But love's what they get. We are not afraid. Thank you.
Jerry Peterson, everybody. Okay, my friends, it is time to turn towards the light. And we have a message of support from our friends at Mothers Out Front from the eastern townships of Quebec, who say to us, greetings and warm salutations to the groups rallying today at your No Kings rally. Maires au Franc Canton de l'Est is also demonstrating today. We are in Quebec City, marching in solidarity with women everywhere in the International Women's March. Like you, we will not remain silent in the face of injustice, inequality, violence, and exploitation. Our voices join with the voices of every person around the world calling for a transformation towards equality, inclusion, justice, freedom, and peace. We are marching for the right to a healthy and safe environment and an economy respectful of biodiversity, human rights, and strong communities. As friends across borders, we join with you today in making visible the strengths of our movements and of the common goals we will not cease to strive for. Once more in solidarity, Maires au Franc Canton de l'Est. Thank you to our friends in Quebec. So, our first speaker of light is the Reverend Joan Javier Duval from the Unitarian Church of Montpelier. She's a veteran State House speaker. She's a champion of racial and economic justice, immigrant and labor rights, and climate and reproductive justice. Welcome, Reverend Joan.
Hello, all you beautiful and brave people. Over the past couple of weeks, among all the horrors unfolding, I have been paying particular attention to what's been happening in Chicago, which is my hometown. Chicago, like Los Angeles, Portland, Oregon, and other major cities, has become the front line of defense against the militarization of our communities. I have seen videos of local elected officials sounding the alarm as ICE has abducted their neighbors on street corners just a few miles from the house where I grew up and where my parents still live. My parents immigrated to the United States over 40 years ago. They walk through the park every morning. And after seeing what's been happening there, I sent a message that I wouldn't have ever imagined I'd have to send to my naturalized citizen mother, telling her to be careful when they go for their morning walk through the park because ICE is out there snatching people. And I bet that many of you are having conversations now with loved ones that up to this point you have not ever had to consider. The forces that seek to undermine democracy, to tear apart families, to annihilate gender difference, and hasten the death of millions of Americans through elimination of health care and food access, those are strong forces. We cannot deny the reality of what we're dealing with. Our rage and our grief are warranted. But we don't stop there. In a passage from the Hebrew Bible, the prophet Isaiah casts a vision for his exiled and persecuted people. In this vision, the people take their swords and they beat them into plowshares. They take their spears and they beat them into pruning hooks. Nation no longer takes up sword against nation. No longer do they train for war. Instead, the people walk in the light of the Lord their God. The sword of xenophobia, the sword of transphobia, the sword of militarism and authoritarianism are sharp and brutal swords. These swords are being wielded by those who cling to a profoundly misguided vision of the world. And we, the people, must find and use the tools that are just as sharp, but even more powerful to push back against these destructive forces. We must use these tools to create a country in which freedom and democracy thrive. And today we are using one of those tools, the power of peaceful protest. We join with millions, and that is not an exaggeration, millions of other people in this country and around the world in using our freedom of speech and assembly. Take a look around you and witness this beautiful, big gathering of people from all over the state. This is a powerful movement that will continue to grow stronger, more creative, and more courageous as time goes on. Beyond protest, we must also defend our civic institutions. With these institutions, we will build from the rubble left in the wake of this current political moment. We have to show up at select board and city council meetings, give encouragement to government workers, keep faith in the electoral process and the integrity of our elections. These are all the ways that we keep these essential civic institutions strong. We also have the mighty tool of community defense. As neighbors and friends, we reduce the harm that is being caused by this administration when we show up for one another, when ICE is out there stalking migrant workers or trafficking people at our airport. Thank you to all the activists who have been up there at the Burlington airport to push ICE back. And all the while, we are building alternatives to the political structures that are currently failing us. We're creating communities for direct and mutual aid, volunteering at the local food shelf and community meals programs, and raising funds for immigrant legal defense and bail. With our love for our neighbor, with trust in one another, with hope for the future, and with resolve to do our part, we can plow through the hardened soil of hate and inequality to begin creating the future we desire. And this future has a place for all of us. It is not a future run by billionaires, but by everyday people, all of us. It's a future where farmers and nurses and teachers, personal care attendants, house cleaners and sanitation workers, painters, musicians, and poets all know the dignity of their work and have enough to live. It's a future where every parent can put food on the table and every child has a roof over their head. It's a future where our care for people is met with the equal, if not greater, measure of our care for the planet. It's a future where democracy is lived, not only at the ballot box, but in lively and respectful public discourse. And together, we make this future, not with weapons of destruction, but with hands that build and with hearts that care. And with all of us here, this future starts today. Let's build it together. Thank you.
Reverend Joan Javier Duval, everybody.
We are here as singers in solidarity. We invite all of those solidarity singers in the crowd to come join us. And all of you are solidarity singers today, so please join us.
Singing can be an incredible engine of hope and resolve. Are you ready to sing your resolve? Excellent, we gotta hear you. All right, this is a call and response. I'm gonna be singing, "There's a great trouble in this land," and you're gonna sing, "And we're gonna set it right again." And then I'm gonna repeat that, and you're gonna repeat yours. Here we go. "And we're gonna set it right again." Let's hear that again. "And we're gonna set it right again." Awesome. We're gonna do that 3 times, and then you're gonna go, "We're gonna set it right again." All these folks here are gonna help you. You'll catch on. Here we go. "There's a great trouble in this land. We're gonna set it right again. There's a great trouble in this land. We're gonna set it right again. There's a great trouble in this land. We're gonna set it right again. We're gonna set it right again." There's so much heartache in this land. We're gonna set it right again. So much heartache in this land. We're gonna set it right again. So much heartache in this land. We're gonna set it right again. We're gonna set it right again. Too much hatred in this land. We're gonna set it right again. Too much hatred in this land. We're gonna set it right again. There's too much hatred in this land. We're gonna set it right again. We're gonna set it right again. With love in our hearts, we're gonna set it right again. And dancing it. With love in our hearts, we're gonna set it right again. We got love in our hearts, we're gonna set it right again. We're gonna set it right again. Yeah, I love this dancing. What are we gonna do? We're gonna set it right again. I said, what are we gonna do? We're gonna set it right again. Oh yeah, what are we gonna do? We're gonna set it right again. We're gonna set it right again. We're gonna set it. We're gonna set it right again. What are we gonna do? We're gonna set it right again.
land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Highland, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
So we have been talking about the future. Now let's meet the future as embodied and envisioned by 14-year-old Clara White, a Montpelier student, and as you will soon learn, a totally wonderful human being. Give it up for Clara White!
Hello. As you just heard, my name is Clara, and I am in 8th grade. Last year, my teacher asked our class to think about what we want the world to look like in 10 years. Then write a note to our future selves. I took this to heart. I realized that even though there's a lot to worry about right now, I actually have hope for the future. And that's why I'm here today. Because hope isn't just a choice. Idea. It's a choice. And it's something worth fighting for. I know there's a lot that feels intimidating right now. Climate change is real, and it's already impacting our future. Many people in our communities don't have the resources they need. Good schools, enough food, and a safe place to express themselves. Sometimes it feels like the adults in charge are not listening to what young people have to say. It's okay to feel overwhelmed about these things, but worrying does not have to be the end of the story. Here's what gives me hope. I see people taking action in their daily lives. In my own community, volunteers feed the homeless, neighbors help each other out, and regular people speak up when they feel something is wrong. These are the things that matter. This is how change actually happens. One person at a time, deciding to do the right thing. And people my age, we are not just sitting around waiting. We are more connected than generations before us. We care about each other. We know how to share information, organize online, and learn from people all over the world. We are creative problem solvers because we have had to be. I also see progress happening now. Young people are inventing solutions to problems adults said were impossible to solve. In my own community, kids started a Green Up Day program, came together to feed families in need, and volunteered at a summer camp to help other girls feel empowered. A problem I noticed was that my elementary school's after-school program did not have enough staff, which meant a lot of kids were not getting the one-on-one attention they need. I decided to volunteer twice a week to support the teachers and spend time with the students. It was really rewarding to be someone that the younger kids could look up to and connect with. I could feel that me helping made it a little easier on the staff. Volunteering showed me that even small efforts can make a big difference in my community. And here's what I learned from all of this. Hope is not naive or childish. Hope is what happens when you look at a problem and say, I'm going to be a part of the solution. small steps. It's learning about the issues you care about. It's speaking up when something is unfair. It's supporting your friends, volunteering in your community, and refusing to give up when things are hard. Hope means we don't just wish for a better future, we build it. I choose hope because I've seen what happens when people come together. I choose hope because giving up is not an option. I choose hope because I believe in us. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. I know the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create. So let's create a future worth living in. Thank you.
I think we just met the future governor of Vermont, right? Clara White, everybody. So we've got one more speaker to go. But before we unleash him upon your eager hearts, let's have another round of thanks for today's organizers. Indivisible Callis, Montpelier Indivisible, Indivisible Mad River Valley, Campbell's Hump Indivisible, the Resistor Sisters, VPERG, and Vermont 5051. And thanks to the Solidarity Singers, the sign holders, the drummers, and all the speakers. And the inflatable dancers up front, they're adorable. So on your way out, don't forget to visit the information tables. And if you're looking for next steps you can take, check out the blue and pink sheets listing tons of action items. And also afterwards, there will be dancing. So finally, we bring you Isaac Jensen of Isaac's Excavating and Construction from the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. Isaac has been building Vermont's infrastructure for 27 years, and he's learned a thing or two about hard work, tough situations, endurance, and building trust through integrity and transparency. He's here to share a few thoughts about the parallels between building a successful small business and building a successful nation. Isaac Jensen.
Thank you very much, Vermont. My name is Isaac. I'm honored for the opportunity to stand here today and add my voice to yours. Today is a day to represent our nation and empower each other to face the great need of our time. It is so important in this moment in time to show out and to represent, to hold the line of decency and true American values in the face of unprecedented corruption and greed, to stand tall and remember our American pride and our national decency, to demand liberty and justice for all. Today is a day to unify and to stand against, to use our voices to preserve our collective access to the American dream. Today is a day to reject the corruption of the GOP and the DNC and the crony capitalist vultures feeding from the decay that they create. Today is a day to reject the frothing hate and the nonsensical blather being broadcast by our propagandist media channels, to reject the egregious and dangerous, outright fascist actions of this administration, to protect our democracy. No kings and no fascists. Say it with me. No kings and no fascists. We are here today to stand strong and unified in the face of this onslaught of perversion that we witness every day from the highest levels of government. To rally together to celebrate and protect the marginalized members of our nation. We are all Americans, and we celebrate our strength and diversity. I am thankful for the circumstances that allow me to stand here and speak my mind in the face of the sanctimonious hypocrisy that oozes from the diseased minds as they attempt to create a perverted distortion of reality. Do we want to live in a fascist theocracy? Do we want to live under a king or a dictator? Do we want to cower before a fascist traitor who labels us as terrorists because we have the audacity to assemble and raise our voices in protest against the tin pot regime? No. Then we better get after it. They're working hard to implement an authoritarian vision of corporate fascism. They're sprinting towards that goal, and very few roadblocks remain. We are the line, and we must hold that line. We're tired, we're busy, we had other things to do with the next 13 months. I own an excavating business. I install civil residential excavation around our state. It's a demanding job. It's 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. I have 2 teenage daughters, an elderly mom and dad I need to keep in their homes, 4 employees, a multitude of responsibilities that come with those things. As do you all. You all have the same litany of responsibilities to attend to, different in detail, but objectively the same workload of daily effort required to make our lives work. Adding continuous civic engagement and active resistance to a fascist takeover of our nation seems like a lot. It seems hard. But in Vermont, we don't shy away from hard work. Ignoring the current state of affairs will make things harder. We must rise to the moment. We must use our collective presence and acumen to derail the current regime of con artists and criminals and grind their movement to a halt. We have no choice. We are presented with a set of circumstances we must deal with. We may be busy, we may be overwhelmed, we cannot be apathetic, we cannot be disengaged, and we cannot allow this crackpot regime to consolidate their control and execute their vision. We must resist every day. We can no longer wait on the sidelines for political leadership to save us. The lack of cohesive resistance from our elected officials in the face of unprecedented attacks on our political and civic institutions is unnerving, disappointing, and dangerous. It is up to us to galvanize our own resistance and demand action against these relentless authoritarian attacks on our nation. We need to demand from our leadership policies and actions that align with elevating opportunity for every citizen instead of a small group of obscenely wealthy sociopaths whose greed will never be assuaged and who cannot be trusted with the control of our collective economic and sociological futures. Since our leadership is not reflecting those realities, we need to break the stranglehold of PACs and super PACs, lobbyists and shadow interests by raising and electing candidates that will safeguard the fundamental values of our democratic society and work to preserve opportunity for all the people in our great nation. The current crop of politicians have absconded their duties to safeguard and preserve and fight for our collective rights and futures. They are bought and sold like corporate horseflesh, prostrating themselves to the highest bidder. We must put forth new leaders, true leaders that stand on principle and integrity and that will do the hard work and put in the effort required to address the multitude of tasks at hand. I'm tired of the hand-wringing and the whining from those we elect to shepherd our nation into the future, and I'm tired of the naysayers and the whataboutism, and I'm tired of excuses. In construction, a large part of my energy is spent trying to anticipate problems before they arise and developing solutions to those potential problems before they occur. In this way, you proactively guide the process to ensure positive outcomes. There is no excuse for American leadership to not utilize those same principles and act accordingly to elevate our great nation to meet the challenges that we face today. We know what we must do. We have endlessly outlined the challenges that we face. Now it is the time to implement solutions to those challenges. It is time to propel America into the next century and resurrect our collective greatness. Not the perverted version of greatness espoused by these corrupt and feeble-minded relics who have come forth as ghosts from the worst periods of our history. These antiques of racism and hatred that twist our values into an unrecognizable tool in order to exert control over and extort entire classes of our citizenry. The greatest affront to our collective sensibilities is the perversion of truth from this regime, the extraordinary twisting of circumstance that promotes a tortuously distorted narrative. Every sentence is a crafted lie, an obfuscation of reality to further twist the minds of folks who understand things have gone terribly wrong but cannot quite identify why. Every sentence is designed to warp once valued and celebrated aspects of the American dream to fit a narrative that drives further hate and reduces our collective union. We must resist. We have 13 months to the midterms. 13 months to make or break the next half century in these great United States. If we fail now, it will be generations before the pendulum swings back to decency and democracy in this country. 13 months to make or break our collective futures. This is where we stand. We must rise to this occasion. We must demand from our politicians they reject this regime. We demand they stop hiding behind mediocrity. We demand from our governor and our senators and our elected representatives they fight against the rise of fascism in America. Demand they deny authoritarianism and speak out against the corruption. We cannot afford to remain dormant, and appeasement does not work. We must form a unified front with other states. We must make a coalition of opposition that galvanizes and engages the electorate to remain in the fight, to push back against the perversion of reality that oozes from this current administration. We must form a broad coalition of opposition. Labor unions with public and private institutions and business leaders to aggregate our collective power. We need a nationwide general labor strike. We need to use our voices in every aspect of our lives. Now is the time to speak your truth, and silence will not help us. Talk to your friends and your colleagues and your neighbors, anyone in your circle. Push back when you hear lies and mistruths being repeated from those in your personal circles. Find candidates to support outside of our state. Phone bank and contribute. Support what you can to change the narrative. Engage wherever it is possible for you to add your voice in your efforts. Our strength is in our unity and our diversity, and this is what makes our nation great. Your voice, combined with millions of other voices from cultures across the globe, assimilated into the melting pot that is America and unified by the American dream. The freedom to live and to love, to pray and to celebrate, and to dream in 370 million different ways. Try something a little different. I want to close with the Pledge of Allegiance. I want to reject the current subversion of American patriotism and the assertion that because we refuse to allow them to seize unlimited power, we are somehow anti-American. I'm going to read the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm going to offer a brief interpretation of each individual line, and then I would like you all to recite it with me. I will ask you all to join me in affirming our allegiance to American democracy. The first line, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Pretty simple. We don't pledge allegiance to a king. We don't pledge allegiance to some wannabe dictator. Next line, to the republic for which it stands. Our great nation, a collective union of opportunity, open and available to every American from around the globe. Our Constitution, our collective rights, and the freedom to live our own American dream in whatever fashion suits us, all joined together in contribution to our common nation. One nation under God, not a definition of God or an endorsement of any particular deity, simply an understanding of a higher power and purpose. The freedom to worship how you see fit, and the choice to define any God you wish or no God at all. From those that celebrate our celestial Mother Earth to the strictest interpretations of the Abrahamic or Far Eastern religions and everything in between, it's a freedom of choice. Indivisible. indivisible. Americans from all walks of life, every creed, color, religion, race, come together to create a more perfect union and propel our collective experiment of self-governance into the future. Liberty and justice for all. This last line hits the hardest. It is the bar. It's the standard we strive for. As a nation, we have not always met this promise, and we are not meeting this promise today. It is what we must achieve. Liberty and justice for all. So please, say it with me. Let's reclaim our patriotism, reclaim our American values, and live up to the promise that is America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Wow, Isaac Jensen, everybody! All right, that is it. Thanks for coming out. Hold on to your joy, shine it like a lighthouse, and let's show the world what peaceful power looks like. With no kings, no kings, no kings, no kings, no kings. Thank you!
All over this land, I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening. All over this land, I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening. All over this land, I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, well, I got a hammer, and I got a bell, and I got a song too. Sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice. It's a bell of freedom. It's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters. All over this land. It's the hammer of justice. It's the bell of freedom. It's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters. All over this land.